Who's terrified to try something new? This kid! Sup, kiddos, and welcome to the new Creation Station, and welcome to the newest segment on my channel. So if you guys follow me, or have been following me, on Instagram, Twitter, and this channel for a while, you know for a fact that I just did a complete reboot, redid a bunch of stuff, got myself new filming gear, new lighting, a bunch of stuff, and I finally bit the bullet and stopped being afraid of putting out some of my own personal ideas on the internet. So here is the first official beta test episode of a segment on my channel that I would like to call character creation. I love creating characters that I would play. The issue being, I then kind of meet a mental speed bump when it comes to building a universe around this character. I managed to pull it off once in middle school, but said universe had nothing but hamsters in it. That's a story for another time. That might go on Tales of Tragedy, actually. I love characters. I love writing about them, creating them, all of their traits, attributes, personality quirks. I just don't have the bandwidth to create a universe. The entire purpose behind character creation is to take an already existing franchise, be it book series, TV show, movie, what have you, and create a character that I would then implement into that franchise or universe that I myself would play, be it a voice for a cartoon character, a legitimate actor, or just a concept or idea that I would find would add something to said franchise. I do realize that this is borderline cheating. I hope to hell I do not get sued. I'm just excited to get this segment rolling, so let's go. First beta test episode of this is a franchise that I grew up with. Personally, I fell in love with it. I think it's very endearing. I find that it teaches very good life lessons about how you should behave, friendship, staying loyal, and just remembering what it feels like to be a flippin' kid. Because sometimes, even as a grown man, which is a term I use loosely for myself, I feel like I don't get to play enough these days. I have work, I'm in school. I just feel like there are some days where I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the park with my dog and just enjoy the day. I'm going to go play paintball. I'm going to go play laser tag. I'm gonna go with pizza with my friends. I might just go out for a night and dance my stupid sized 14.5 feet off. Also, it was a bit simpler for me as a beta test to wrap my head around this franchise because it's not very complicated. It's very simplistic, but it's very, very lovable. And so, I introduced you the first franchise that I've picked for character creation, and it is Peanuts! Charlie Brown, Linus. Bless me. Jeez. For Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy, Sally, frickin' Pigpen, and like Schroeder too. Goes to show which characters I valued as a kid. They're all characters that I love. I think they're very, very endearing, especially Charlie Brown. I grew up as a bit of a not so happy kid. I was bullied. I felt like I didn't belong places at points in time. This isn't a sob story. I do have a very good group of core friends that I've kept for the majority of my life, and I love them all dearly. But there are just some things that are endearing about seeing that there is a character that obviously a lot of people who have fallen in love with that sometimes isn't doing so great, and sometimes does need help. And I find that very endearing, and I find that very lovable in something so mundane as just what it's like to get by as a kid. This character that I have designed for this franchise would add a bit more of the rough and tumble-esque, enjoying the more simplistic things in life, along with a companion that I've designed for him as well. And without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys Malcolm and Duck. And yes, the dog is named another animal. I find that hysterical when dog owners do that. I intend to name my first pet like Moose or Fish or something like that. Malcolm is a farm-esque type deal. His parents work on a farm, they own it. He has grown up around livestock, chucking hay bales, and just wreaking havoc on the farm. He is currently 7 years old, and his new pup, Duck, is just adding to the amount of mayhem and mischief that these two can get up to. I personally love Malcolm. I feel like that sounds a bit narcissistic because he has a lot of the quality traits that I had when I was his age. ADHD and dyslexic is all get out, so he gets really frustrated in class, but then working through those things also gives him a bit of character depth, and it makes him a bit more complicated than just the 7-year-old running around. Some of his favorite pastimes include hiking, mud bogging, and just hanging out and playing music. And yes, my guy plays music because it's me. Come on, guys. Seriously, you should know me by now. And he plays the banjo. While Duck, over here, whichever way it's flipped. I don't know how I'm going to edit this, yes. You edit this, yes. Grammar, I don't know how I'm going to edit this yet. But Duck plays the mouth harp. You know, the little metal ring. I'm going to pop up a picture over this shoulder because they're over here. But it looks like that, and you put it in your mouth, and it sounds like you're just plucking a string. I don't know. But I have not been able to play one myself. I never will trick myself into thinking that I can. But I thought it was just a very good musical duo-type-esque deal to do with these two boys. A couple relations he has with already standing characters, and this is the part where it gets a little dicey because I don't want to get sued. He is best friends with Pigpen, obviously. I mean, come on, two rough and tumble-esque boys just getting into mischief and getting messy. I think that would be adorable and cute and fun. Every once in a while, he'll sit down and give life advice to Charlie Brown. He's a bit more of a silent-esque person when it comes to social events. He's an absolute holy terror when it comes to living on the farm, in the sense that when it's time to go for milking, the cows will get milked. Or if a pig gets out, the pig will get wrestled. I would like to call him an old soul, in the sense that he just seems to know what to say, when to say it, in a way that another 7-year-old can understand. That is a quality that I do not believe I hold very well. I'm very quick to lead with my heart and my gut, then stop and think about it with my head. It's led to a couple of busted things and definitely a couple of broken hearts. What I would like for Malcolm and Duck, as far as being a part of this franchise would go, is to just be that good friend that anybody feels that they can go talk to. I think they're adorable. I think Malcolm is a very, very endearing character. I feel as if he would be a really great addition to the franchise. I'm not looking for him to ever be a part of this franchise. I will never look for any of the characters I make with this segment to be a part of the franchise. It'd be cool someday, maybe, but that's not the purpose of this. The purpose for this for me was just to have a bit of fun. So I guess that's kind of it. Sorry this one was so short. Believe you me, I got a couple lined up that are going to take a lot longer because they're way more complex than peanuts. Couple of things before I go. I am now on Patreon. Look me up, izzygrae. The tiers in there are there. All of what you guys watch is funded by you guys, and I thank you guys for the people who have already helped me out, and for the people that are just finding me, feel free to jump over there and see what's going on. You don't have to contribute a gosh darn thing. I love you all anyway. You guys are all amazing. Second thing, shout out to Chris and Maria over at Hybrid Artwork for this amazing artwork, I guess. This is English again. I talked to them a couple of weeks ago, asked them if they would be willing to do commissions on a regular basis for me, and they jumped on it immediately. They've been nothing but helpful, and I am so grateful that I found them when I did, because I can't draw for crap, and I'm so glad that I have working professionals in my corner when it comes to this kind of stuff. So thank the two of you so much. I will leave all of their social media links and the link to their website down in the description box below. And you kids know the drill. Be good, and if you can't be good, be safe. And if you can't be safe, make sure that after all the dust is cleared that they've named something after you. Until next time, kiddos. Bye!